International financial institution. The first is ADB, that is Asian Development Bank. It is a regional development bank established on 19th December 1966 and its headquarters in Manila, Philippines. It is a multilateral development bank that works around the world to promote social development, sustainable economic growth, a regional interpretation of Asia and Asia Pacific. It is the logo, I think ADB, Asian Development Bank. ADB admits its member of the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific, that is UNESCAP, United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific, and non-regional development countries. And the current total members are 68, including 49 from Asia and Pacific regions. And India was one of the founding members of ADB. And Masamitsu Asakawa is the current president from Japan, who assumed office in 2020. And what is the purpose of ADB? The purpose is to eradicate poverty and work from inclusivity, prosperity, resilience, and sustainability in Asia and Pacific regions. What is the features? The bank is modeled on the line of the World Bank and use a weighted voting methods where votes are awarded according to the member capital shares. Then Japan owns the largest proportion of share, that is 15.66%, and India only 6.35%, and Australia 5.81%, US 15.56%, and China 6.47%. It invests in the form of loans, grant, and information sharing in field of infrastructure services such as education, healthcare, public administration, helping in climate change, financial sector developments. It is all about ADB. What are the focusing area of ADB? So development and growth in education, environment sustainability by working on disaster risk management, climate change and act, and development financial sector by providing loans, investment and bonds, and ADB enhance its infrastructure facilities such as transport, communication, energy, water bodies, etc. Organization body, the highest policy making body of the board of government composed of members from each state, and these members elect 12 members called board of directors, 8 of them from Asia Pacific and 4 from regional members. And the board of governors elect the president among the members, who become the chairperson of the board and director for the term of the 5 years. Japan holds the largest shares of president have been from Japan. ADB and Indian development. ADB approved a $1.5 billion loan to India to help the fight against COVID-19 under CARES Fund. It issues 20-year of masala bond worth 850 crore on the Bombay State Exchanges. ADB and Government of India signed a $300 million loan improvement for rural connectivity and to boost the economy in Maharashtra. And Asian Development Bank and Government of India signed the $112 million loan to develop water supply infrastructure and strengthen urban local bodies in Jharkhand. And Asian Development Bank has appointed Election Commission Ashok Lavasha as the Vice President of Private Sector Operation and Private Partnership. Now talking about the government reports. So Asian Development Bank released a report on governance, sound development management, and highlighted 4 key aspects of good governance. First is accountability, then participation, then predictability, then transparency. These are the 4 things for good governance. So officials in the government should be accountable for their actions and responsibilities. Enhancing government capacity through public sector management, public finance management, and reforms. Their government should work for the better implementation of programs and projects. And there is a participatory development process through decentralization, collaboration with NGOs, and public-private partnership models. Then the law and policies to regulate and fair pensioning, that is stable frameworks for public-private development, and information made available to the general public and clear rules which are easily understood. Timely availability and easy access to information saves time and help to prevent corruption. What are the prelims questions? So first question is reference to the ADB. Which of the statement is correct? First statement is ADB has 68 members. That's right. The headquarters of it is in Tokyo. It's not in the Tokyo. It is in the where? It is registered there. I forget. So where is the headquarters? In Manila, Philippines. Philippines is the headquarters of the ADB. So this statement second is wrong. Third statement is Japan is one of the largest shareholder of the bank. It is right. ADB does not have any member from outside. You say it is wrong. We just have America as the member. So first and 3 question is Right, now talking about the Shanghai Corporation of India SCO. Hold on for a second. Talking about Shanghai Corporation of India SCO. Hold on for a minute. Yeah, coming back to SCO, that is full form is Shanghai Corporation Organization. So it is a Eurasian political, economic, and security organization to maintain peace and stability in the region. It is the world's largest regional organization, covering 40% of the world population and more than 30% of global GDP. Shanghai 5 was a predecessor of SCO, which was formed in 1996 between China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, and Tajikistan. So these are the five Shanghai 5 members: China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, and Tajikistan. India was not there. Now it is. All leaders of the nation and Uzbekistan met in Shanghai in 2001 to develop and form a new organization with deeper political, economic, and military cooperation, which came into force on 19 September 2003. I think many of you will be born in the 2003. It expanded in membership for other countries by giving permanent membership and observer status. India, Pakistan, Mongolia, and Iran were given observer status, and later in 2017, India and Pakistan were made permanent members. So India and Pakistan both are the permanent member of SCO from 2017, and in 2021 it was announced that Iran would also get the permanent member status in 2022. And China, Russia, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, India, and Pakistan are the permanent members. And Mongolia, Afghanistan, Belarus are the observer status. And there are dialogue partners like Sri Lanka, Turkey, Cambodia, Azerbaijan, Nepal, and Armenia. So, what are the objectives of SCO? So, mutual respect, mutual trust among the member countries, effective cooperation in politics and promoting trade, research and development, and culture, enhancing ties through investment and helping in different projects like energy, tourism, transport, and to maintain the peace, stability, and security in the region through democratic, fair, and rational political order. These are the objective. What the structure of SCO? So there is a head of the state council. It decides the internal functioning of the body, interaction with state organization, and international importance. There is a head of government council. It approves the budget and decides the economic activities of the organization. And there is a council of ministers for foreign affairs to take care of day-to-day activities. And there is RATS, that is regional anti-terrorist structure, that is formed to combat terrorism, separatism, and extremism. Then there is SCO Secretariat, that is headquartered in Beijing to help through information and analytical support. And the official languages are only Russian and Chinese. No Indian language is the official language of SCO. India hosted the SCO Head of Government Summit in 2020 virtually. Amid the COVID pandemic, India focused on three pillars: startup, innovation, science and technology, and traditional medicine. It also emphasized strengthening trade, economy, and cultural cooperation. SCO Summit is to held in September 2022 in Uzbekistan, and India will host the SCO Summit next year in 2023. For the Varanasi has been selected as the SCO regions for tourism and cultural capital for 2022 to 2023. What is the importance of SCO for India? So India's membership will help in achieving regional integration, promote connectivity and stability across borders, as all the members are the neighbors countries of India. Security through RATS, terrorism. India can improve its counter-terrorism, anti-drug trafficking, and stop small arms proliferation with the help of intelligence sharing technologies and developing best practices. Then the energy sector. Increasing demand for energy and use of efficient technology to reduce environmental population. SCO can help to meet India's energy requirement through regional help. For example, talks on the construction of stalled pipeline like TAPI, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India pipeline, IPI, Iran, Pakistan, India pipeline can get a much needed push through the SCO. Then trade, SCO provide access to Central Asia, an alternative route to help in flourishing trade between India and central countries. Then the economic ties, SCO provide a market to export services in Central Asia such as IT, telecommunication, banking, finance, pharmaceutical. These services are exported. Then there are geopolitical ties. Central Asia is an extended neighborhood and helps to maintain a balance against China and Pakistan through connecting Central Asia. Then the foreign investment. So SCO can help India enhance its economic growth and attract huge foreign investment. And there are some challenges for India. What are those? First, India poses difficulty in enhancing its influence due to Pakistan and China. India faces threats of maintaining the balance due to growing partnership with Western countries, that is USA, United Kingdom, and European Union. Russia and China are the two superpowers that shadow India's abilities. India has again refused to endorse the BRI project. Other countries have endorsed BRI, but it is difficult how long India can sustain its stand on BRI. I think we will not allow BRI in India. The SCO doesn't allow any bilateral disputes to be taken up, but it provides a platform for finding common ground and creating conditions for dialogue between countries. So we had to look in very detail about the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. So signing off. Now we will have a look at organizational for what is there? Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD. OECD. Hold on for a minute. OECD. OECD. Yeah, OECD, my friend, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. So it is intergovernmental organization established in 1961 to encourage economic development and trade around the world. It is permanent observer of the United Nations, and it provides a platform where member countries describe themselves as democratic, compare their policies, and coordinate them with other countries for common problems faced by different economies. And the majority of the OECD members are high income economies with high human development index. Talking about the background of OECD, it was founded in 1948 and Organization for European Economic Cooperation in Paris, France under the Marshall Plan administration by the US, and Canada was a reconstruction of Europe after World War II. In 1957, Treaty of Rome to launch the European Economic Communities, an idea to reform the OEC was drawn up. In 1961, USA and Canada renamed it to UECD with 20 founding members, which are now expanded to 38 member countries, and India is not a member yet. India is not a member of. So what are the objectives? So primary objective is to work to improve the world economy and work with countries to find solutions to trade issues. Then OECD always work for the sustainability of the economies and consider the effect of environmental consequences in the economic and social development. And OECD formulate there is a formulation of policies to spread equality, prosperity, and well-being of all. And OECD try to boost confidence in markets and their efficient functioning. Now it advises and work with the nations which promises for the development of economies. What are the responsibilities of OECD? OECD monitors the global economies and it analyzes the performance information to provide efficient financial stability. fight poverty and try to maintain stability in these global economies for betterment of society. And OECD performed reviews of the member state and advise and supervise of the same. It encourages G20 nations for tax reforms and keeps a check on the next haven countries. And OECD encourages eradicating corruption and financial related crimes across the world. What are the basic functions of OECD? OECD brings together member state, policymakers, citizens to work together on global issues at national and international level. OECD form better policies for better lives. OECD improve in the economic outcomes. There is a job creation agenda, published and forecast the global economy outlook through its report. And there is a hub of knowledge, data analysis, and sharing for the same for better public policies. Now, talking about organizational structure of OECD. So, OECD Council is there for decision-making body comprising ambassador from member state, chaired by Secretary General once a year to discuss essential work of the organization, discussing budget and global trade. OECD operates through committee, group, experts, institutions, civil society, state bodies, etc. And OECD reviews access data and discusses that policies to help in the development of the countries. OECD Secretariat is there, led by Secretary General, which collect and analyze data provision, insight, expertise, and help in policy making. OECD decision making process done through voting. Unanimously, members who don't wish to vote in disapproval and abstain from voting. OECD reports tell about going for growth, comparison of countries based on national performance. OECD Outlook, a guidebook for economists to implement new policies. It is published, and OECD Economic Outlook for both member and non-member countries. Hold on. Yeah. What is the significance of OECD? So let's provide it. OECD provide assistance to ASEAN and European countries which implement reform in their economies. OECD analyze the effect of implementation of social policies and it foster growth prospect, considering the effect of environmental issues. So talking about the India and OECD, the collaboration of both is an opportunity for Indian policymakers to use the expertise and technological advancement to help in governance, economy, and policy, fiscal relations. India participates in OECD committees and is a member of Global Forum on Transparency and Exchange of Information of Tax Processing, International Transport Forum, and International Energy Agency. And India is also designated as Vice Chair of OECD Working Group on Good Laboratory Practices, that is GLP. OECD administers the Program for International Student Association, that is PISA, Program for International Student Association PISA, in which India participated in 2009. And in recent year 2019, I had given 2 or 3 paper of PISA, and it was quite fun. And talking about the latest updates, recently Costa Rica in 2021 and Colombia in 2020 joined the OECD group. The organization also celebrated its 60th anniversary in 2021 and released long view scenario of the world economy to 2060, analyzing state. The real GDP growth of the world will decline to 2% in 2060. India, China, and Indonesia combined will represent more than half of the world economy output by 2060. And there are important trading partners like China, India, Brazil, Indonesia, South Africa, because these are the largest growing economies currently in the world. China's output share will be around 30% during 2030. India's share will be also increase rapidly and surpass China in mid 30. In the next section, we will have a look at BRICS, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. So signing off.